Damn, I'm good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of StarCraft Inc. There are two things excellently special about this game. The first thing is, well, I'm in it. It's Herro, I think, Herro, the Chinese little funny slang for hello, or maybe even trying to say hetero. I'm not even sure. But the other person over here is this very handsome Protoss, SSNIncarnum. And the second thing that is very special about this game is a lot of people were like, Incarnum, your mic sucks dick. And I don't want to throw anything out at those, you know, homosexual fellows out there, or even the straight guys who like to have their dick sucked. I think sucking dick is great. Not me personally, but I mean, you know what I mean. Sure, great. And, but despite the negative connotation given to me when told my mic sucks dick, I, decided to switch my mic. I am now using my studio mic, the one I use for my vocals and the StarCraft musicals that you know, heard once upon a time. I don't know what happened to them. I kind of stopped doing them a little bit. Maybe I just ran out of ideas. When I did the first three, it was a lot of fun for me, and I just kind of drifted away from them. I might do some again, but I'll have to be in the mood first. Like you guys have heard a couple times, I've been working on something really big. And it'll be a little while before I introduce what that is, because it isn't really ready to show yet. But I have been putting a lot of work into it, and hopefully you guys get to see it within the next month or so. So, that aside, let's jump into this game. This is a PvZ on, I can never remember what this map is called. It came out last season. Narzian Crypts, maybe? I don't remember. There's a bunch of maps at the same time. Never bothered to memorize their names, which is terrible. I'm a caster. I know I should know that. But you guys can forgive me someday. Maybe even someone could put it in the description below, the comments section, and I'll put an annotation. How's that sound? So you guys will see me circling here with my probe, and what I was doing was watching for this pool timing because I Nexus first. That is a 16 Nexus, then a Forge. So this is some dirty shit right here. This is greedy, 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 and I get away with it so freaking much, okay? Honestly, because of the pool timing that most macro Zerg go for, you know, it's almost equally greedy, right? They go for that 15 hatch and then they get their pool, and that allows me to 15 Nexus and finish this wall off before anything gets to my door. Now, Buddy Boy gets these two lings out. As you can see, they're crossing the map. Maybe not, they'll just chill here. And if they do decide to come at my base, I'll be like, well, whatever, and I'll throw a gateway down. I just want to make sure my sound is cool. Good, we're good. I never know until the end of the cast once I posted it, and I'm like, wait a second, the game is much louder than my oh dear. Anyway, so I might even actually turn it down a little bit more, just because I think my studio mic is a little bit more quiet than my other mic. So game sounds where they should be. Right on. Okay. Herro does see that I don't have much up. He will come with lings, maybe not. Okay. Like I said, if he does come, I wedge a gateway in that space, and then I cancel it and throw down my Nexus, and we're all good. One cannon at first to thwart any kind of early aggression. Now I leave one probe outside my base on purpose. Look at the way I've walled this off. I started on the far side of my ramp, and I went this way, instead of walling off this, like from here across, because these rocks can be broken, and if I've walled off here, well, I'm kind of screwed. So I leave this guy out here so he can thicken the wall from the outside, because if I thicken it from the inside, I block off my own ramp. So that's why that guy's on the outside, so that I can protect myself from Baneling busts and really make this section thicker than it is currently. I'm dropping more cannons to kind of, you know, soup up this wall. He's got two bases going. He's starting to get saturated. His queen just popped. His injection's not on time. So my opponent is a little bit sloppy. We don't have injections here either. Although the queen energy is pretty low, so he must not be that bad on injections. But oh my god. Oh my god. What else is he doing? He doesn't... He's like watching my base because he's got a scout in there. There's like an overlord here. He's taking this gas geyser. Holy shit, buddy. Why aren't you injecting? That is painful to watch. He's injected one hatch, but not the other. Oh, shit. There we go. Okay. Anyway. So, getting this game going. Once I get 100 gas, I will start Weapons 1 for Air. And you guys are like, you need Warp Tech to fight everything. And I said, well, I'll get it later. And after that, I'm going to save up 300 gas and get 2 Stargates both at the same time. Now, I know I'm kind of walking into the future and ruining things for you, but don't worry, this game gets exciting real fast. So this guy's just chilling here. I do want a Stalker to go and kind of poke that Overlord away from my base. And if you take a look at the mini-map, just looking out your window to the left, I'd like to point out a bunch of roaches wandering my way. And quite a few roaches at that. So, you know, I got my wall up. Nothing special. And he will smash up against that, which is... the way he does this is really bad as well. So, you'll see how this goes. And of course, here they come up the ramp. They're going to see what they already saw. And my cannons are going to beat the shit out of that roach. He goes down. I'm going to beat the shit out of that roach. He goes down. Oh, he micros that one away. Look at that. So my Stalker is over here shooting at that Overlord, which is bad. He needs to come down and kill the wall. And he will go to town over here, which gives me time to be like, oh shit, he's going to break through and he's going to run by. Which, my response to that is to throw down cannons up here. He's going to come here and fight my Stalker, apparently, which is a silly decision for him. This is so bad. He's caught in his choke against cannons and a Stalker. And he will be able to defeat this, right? But then 2 more cannons finish, and he's stuck in that wedge of cannons and shit. This is bad news, bears. I'm going to plug that hole so they can't get out, so more can't get in. These cannons are almost done. These roaches are going to come up the ramp, and I will bring my Stalker up because I know I can kite them all day long until those cannons finish. And I will just kind of take it in the face for a second because I want them right there in the cannon's range, and now I will pull away before the Stalker dies. And those roaches are dead. Now, you guys asked for more SSN games. I hope this counts. You guys probably meant like SSN versus SSN. But I will throw out more games like that in the future. Whenever I get my hands on them, I know they are my clanmates, but we don't always play at the same time of day, so I don't always get a hold of them. Usually I see them once a day, but they don't always have games for me that they want cast, so we'll see what I get from them in the future. My chrono is really high. I'm doing really poorly spending my chrono. I'm normally pretty good for probes at the beginning. Like, look at this oversaturation here. That's disgusting. And then, like, nothing here. I think I misrallied. Yeah, because I thought the whole time that this Nexus was rallied to this mineral patch. So that's a huge mistake on my part. Huge, huge, huge mistake. And I'll call that out for myself. You guys don't need to spam my comments being like, what the fuck's going on with that, Incarnum? I don't like that one bit. And I'll be like, well, I don't like your face. And, I'm sorry, it's early. Anyway, a little bit of Ling count here, nothing really special. A couple more here. Looks like he's ready to ambush if I try to counterattack. I think that's what he thinks is coming. And he's right, but these spines won't do him any good. I'm going to come in with 4 Void Rays with +1 weapons. See that? There's the +1. Trying to get this chrono out, and there I've used, or warp tech out, I mean, and I've used all my chrono now almost. And, yeah, just kind of trying to get the gateway count up a little bit by getting this Twilight Council. He's going to take this remote base, which actually, it's funny because I did not know that it was there. I never, ever, 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 ever found that. And, holy Jesus. So, anyway, these 4 Void Rays come out. Man, I wish I had found that with my Void Rays. But, yeah, 4 Void Rays crossing the map. And I know, normally I'm going to check for, like, I'm going to go around the outside of my base for these Overlords. Because when your Void Rays are over there at their base, sometimes you get Nidus Worm. And you can deal with it, but you have to know it's coming, you have to catch it. And it really helps if you can delay it by killing the Overlords near your base. If he wanted to come over here and Nidus Worm right here, I'd probably never see it. So now I'm in his base. There's a lot of muta, but I rallied 2 Phoenix to my Void Rays. Because they're +1, I'm A-okay for now, and I do micro my Void Rays back so they do not die. And he is starting to get quite the muta count. His macro on those muta numbers is pretty scary. He's got some queens shooting. I do lose a Void Ray. That was sloppy on my part. Should have pulled that back or picked up the queen. That would have been an option too. And I will be killing a lot of Overlords that thought they were safe in the base of the queens. He's building spore crawlers now, and I do need to get in there before those are finished. There's one done, and my phoenix are on top of it. I need to pull them back, and I need to focus fire as the one being constructed with my void rays. There is a queen somewhere. There he is. I can shoot at it without getting too close to the spore. Now that I'm close, I need to back away, and I will come here and try to focus down this hatchery. The queen does pick off the hatchery, which is frustrating, and for some reason this phoenix is not close enough to shoot there, which is also annoying. Come on. Not close enough. So, not really paying attention. I'm back in my base macroing, but what you will see here is this void ray go down and the hatchery go down with it. So there we go. I'm out of there. I've got a good phoenix count with a single void ray. And back at home, I've been making the zealots like a badass. And I will break my cyber core because I want to expand and because I don't really need it. And so I am building lots more gateways, and I think I haven't started charge yet, which is bad Incarnum. And in hindsight, like I forgot about these rocks a little bit, and I wish I hadn't, because I take this expansion and it's a little bit difficult to defend without breaking these rocks. And I mean, these rocks are only important when you've only got your natural. Once you have this base here, it's definitely a good idea to break these rocks so you can defend it easier. My Phoenix do attack Overlord, but I think it sees that Nexus go down first. And these Lings, of course, get selected, and they will be coming to aggress my natural, my third there, I guess. My Phoenix do scout the Lings, and so right away, Incarnum right away. Oh my god. I must not have been watching my Phoenix. Anyway, I could have seen those Lings. See, look at this. I have to run all the way around, and because of that, I have to cancel my Nexus. So I do cancel that before it goes down. I'm not a total idiot. That pylon does go down because it's already finished. Nothing I can do about that. Zealots warp in. They do draw fire for a little bit, and then they fight for themselves. My Zealots are +1, and so I've got +1 air, +1 ground. Feeling pretty good about that. And sort of on par with the Zerg. He's got this base up and going. No queen at it, though, which makes me smile. And he's now taking this base. So I would like to say that my Zerg opponent is pretty handy capable. He's not really good with his injections. He's got this macro hatch and not injecting at this base, but he spit out a fucking huge amount of muta. Now, you guys have been asking me over and over and over and over and over and over again, how do you deal with the muta death cloud? And I did a tutorial video that showed the build I'm using now, and I said this build is designed to keep them away from it. And they can still go muta. I mean, if I don't kill him, there's nothing stopping him from going mass muta like this, see? So you guys will see in this game how to deal with this. I mean, I don't do it perfectly, but I do a reasonably decent job. Zerg or muta are mobile, really mobile, so it's really tricky to get in on top of them all the time. So my army will come down here, and I've got +1 Phoenix, so I can micro those around a little bit. When the muta decide they're just gonna stop dead, it can be tricky to fight them when they're in this many numbers, because they can start one-shotting your Phoenix. And you saw my Phoenix almost die there. My Void Rays are rallied to my Phoenix, which is so bad. I just lost 2 Void Rays for 3. My Phoenix come in here, and they do stop because I go to warp in. So that was a little bit sloppy as well. But those Phoenix muta are pretty soft, and they get caught in some Archons here. And yeah, I could chase them down a little bit, and I think I try here. They pull up, and I can't find them back. And yeah, just sort of doing my thing. So, now that I know that he's going for like this heavy muta build, I'm going to start pumping up more Phoenix. I'm going to start getting less Zealots and more everything else. I do need to expand again, and I'm a little late doing that. I could have expanded even during that muta push up here. And trying to get my upgrades out some more. I'm getting weapons 2 for my ground units. That'll really help the Archons. I'm starting to get Stalkers. I believe I'm getting Blink. Yes, there it is. And my opponent is getting air weapons 1 for his muta, which will help him kind of keep toe-to-toe with my air units, but I do have that micro advantage. And I don't know about you guys, I haven't really had a chance to take advantage of the fleet beacon and that +2 range on Phoenix. It would be phenomenal. It would be such a good upgrade, but I haven't toyed with it yet. I never even got a fleet beacon in this game, which I really should have, but It'd be interesting to toy with. If you guys have good good demonstrations of the +2 range on the Phoenix, I'd like to see that. I might not cast it because, you know, not everybody's entertained by low-level games. If you're a high level and it's a really good game, or even if you're low level and it's a really good game, I'll cast it for sure. Absolutely. But if it's a slow game with like 20 minutes of macro at the start, you know, I don't tend to like to cast those because not everybody enjoys watching them. So I do try to push here, which is terrible timing for me because he comes in here with this muted cloud again. It's so frustrating, and he does get some good shots off on my mineral line, and it's ouchy. So I do try to warp in some stalkers, 2 up the front to delay so these ones can warp in. And my Phoenix, God, I'm being so sloppy with my Phoenix. And a bunch of stalkers here. Blink is finished, so I don't know why I didn't utilize it there. I don't think I thought it was finished. So he is getting picked apart here. And my Phoenix do come in here to try to harass him a little bit. This base is up and running, sort of. I mean, like at least pylons are down, and that will allow me to warp in. He does turn around and try to fight my Phoenix. Not a good idea for him as there are some stalkers here. And a few of them get to blink forward. I do call my army up here, and I will warp in some more stalkers so that the harass to this base is not free for him. And they will get some muta kills, which I like. He tries to fight my stalkers, but now I realize that blink is done, and I can use my stalkers accordingly. He has this big Ling ball, but like I said, I have been bringing some units up, and I don't know where all my zealots are. They're in my base, unfortunately, and they are blocking from more muta flanking. A couple stalkers here get trapped, but I do have blink, and I will get most of them out alive. They just get this one from behind, surround him and kill him. A couple zealots stuck in the back, so that's poor micro on my behalf, but I do blink behind them to let them through. And with my stalkers and my zealots, I do manage to kill quite a few of those lings. Now, a big muta ball is coming out once again, and of course, just with my timing luck, I pull my Archons away because I do want to go attack. And he is coming back here, and he gets a lot of my line here. A lot of my line. My units are so far away. My Phoenix, even though they're like super fast, they have to go so far to get back down there. And he just mauls my mineral line. As you can see, it's done there. So he sees my Phoenix. He's not going to try to fight them. He does have +1 weapons, but it wouldn't be a fair fight because my Phoenix can, in fact, kite those. So, as long as I'm not losing huge amounts of army fighting these muta, I'm in good shape. I do fly into another ball of muta, but now I'm in front with my army as well. My zealots get in here. The lings cannot destroy my stalkers. The stalkers annihilate the muta with Phoenix support, and this is pretty much GG right here. It's very much over. And I do start to just pour in on his base with my zealots. They got +2 weapons, and they maul zerglings and spine crawlers. So I get the GG from Herro, and you know, Herro, goodbye. Let's see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope it was a little bit insightful as I tried to talk about what I did wrong and what I was thinking when I did stuff. Those Archons look pretty cool right there. Well, that's pretty badass. You can't see the little cloud. That's so cool. I've never seen that before. Woo! It's exciting for me. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time.